Greetings and welcome to this, your midweek recharge. This is Pastor Jason with you once again on the recharge. And today I want to talk to you about compassion. Okay, this is a subject that we don't like to talk about too much because we're a very selfish creature. Humankind is very selfish. We like to take care of ourselves and our families and to everybody else. It doesn't matter. Let them take care of them. I'm taking care of me and my family. I'm not going to worry about anybody else. But that is not what God had planned for his followers. He had planned for his followers to help others, to be compassionate to one another. It reminds me of the story that Jesus told of the Good Samaritan. It's a really amazing account. Many of you, most of you probably have heard it, but it's really an interesting account when you read it. Here's a man that falls to thieves and robbers. And he's on his way traveling, and this band of robbers rise up and rob him and beat him half to death and leave him on the side of the road to die. And this is sad. This is a very sad account. And what makes this account even worse is what happens after that. When you read the account, you see there are religious leaders, people that know the Bible, the Holy Scriptures, and they come and they're going down the street and they see this guy laying on the side of the street dying, bleeding to death, dying, and yet what they do is they take a look and they go, it's not my job. And even more so, some of the religious leaders, they come to the point, they see it, and they go to the other side of the street and walk like it's gonna his dying on the street is gonna rub off on them or something. It's crazy to even see this happening, but this is exactly what happens. It's like, it's not up to me. Let somebody else do it. And see, that's the problem with most Christians, okay? Most Christians have the mindset of let someone else do it. Well, if we all say let someone else do it, nothing ever gets done. Amen? That's the point. We can't all say let somebody else do it, because it doesn't work that way. If somebody doesn't do it, then nothing ever gets done. And that's the problem with the church world, and that's the problem with the world as a whole, is that that's what we have a mindset of. Let somebody else do it. But that's how everybody feels. Let somebody else do it. And if everybody feels let somebody else do it, then nothing ever gets done. And so that's why we have to look at the thing that we see. And the Good Samaritan here, this is what's cool. A Good Samaritan, a Samaritan that did not ever hear of the gospel of Jesus, never heard of the love of God, never read any of the Holy Scriptures, because a Samaritan was outside of God's love at this point. Jesus came to extend his love to all mankind, but before that it was just for the Jews, right? And so the Samaritan had never heard of the gospel, yet he comes across this man that is laying on the side of the street dying, and he goes and he picks him up, he puts him on his horse, and he takes him to the nearest inn, and he pays for a room, and he cleans up his wounds, and he leaves him there, and then he says, I have to go. I have to take care of some business. So he says to the innkeeper, here's some money, take care of him, and when I return, and I will return, when I return, I will pay whatever you went above and beyond what I paid you to take care of him. That is compassion. And that is a kind of compassion that I venture to say very few, if any, in this generation have. Because we just don't. Because our mindset is all about us and our families and not about people that are in need. We see somebody in need and it's like, it's not my job. We see somebody going through troubles and it's like, they got in that trouble, let them get out. And that's a horrible situation. Because see, what if everybody would have said that to the to the man that had fallen to thieves? Let him. He got in that situation. Let him get himself out. Well, you know what would happen? He would have died on the side of the street, and that's the point. But bless the Lord for the Good Samaritan, someone that never even heard the gospel, and yet here says, hey, let me show compassion. That is what the church and what any believer that believes in Jesus should be doing, showing compassion to other people. You know, everybody, I venture to say that if we really sat back and we really examined our lives and examined our days, I guarantee you every single one of us could find a person every single day that we could help in some way, shape, or form just by a kind word, holding an open door, or something. We could show a little bit of compassion to somebody every single day. I guarantee it, because that's what God does. And the thing is today, in conclusion, is this. If you show compassion willingly and of a pure heart, God will bless you more than you ever could imagine. So show compassion. That's what it comes down to today. All right, and thank you for joining me today. If you've enjoyed the recharge, please give us a thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe to the channel. It does help out so much. And until we're with you next time, this is Jason, Pastor Jay, wishing you a blessed day. Vaya con Dios. Go with God. We'll see you next time. Bye.